Hello traders and investors, this is Bulldozer Investing. Today is January 7th, 2021. It is 6:09 p.m. US Eastern Time. Let's begin. Today was a crazy day. Lots of gains on the market. It feels like if you had lost money today, you have done something impossible. So congratulate yourself. Lots of winners today. Amazing run-up due to political reasons again. So Trump gave up. He said he's willing to give up his seat. So that was good news for the market. Market doesn't care who the president is unless there is dispute or no resolution, uncertainty. So market doesn't like uncertainty. So as long as something is declared, market doesn't care if it's a Democrat or a Republican. They just want uncertainty to be cleared. So what I'm worried about is that this run-up, okay? I like the support coming. That's good. But what I don't like is that it just hit the 161.8 retracement, and that kind of got stuck there. Okay. Now, if we get a pullback, we might get a pullback to 37.49, which is about the 374 level that I was talking about today, which didn't even come close. I thought that we were going to triple top here and then come back and then get a bounce, which would have been much healthier. Okay, that's one thing. I believe that if we do get overextended, we'll probably hit 392 or 39.22, and maximum upside would be the 4,000. If the market runs up to inauguration till the 20th, I think we could very well hit 4,000. However, a lot of people, again, new traders that began investing sitting home, so they just started investing in 2020, think that the markets just run up like this all the time, and it doesn't. The larger the extension, the larger the fall, the bigger the comeback. So you could see something like this. Okay, so once we hit the middle line right here, we could very well be due for, so let's go ahead and get that out of the way. So if we do get up to 4,000, so somewhere around here that I calculated, we could very well, there's so many fib lines that I'm, maybe one second. Come back to Earth. Right now we're up in the sky, 350. So we could get a 500 point move, like something like this, and test the cloud top. Okay. Now I'm not saying that I don't like to call tops on the market because it's very hard, but as you can see that this has been a pretty good resistance. So if we do run up and hit the middle line of this pitchfork, then we could very well come back. So first warning is here, 39. Actually, the first warning is here, which I thought that we were going to get a drop, maybe retest the 20 MA. But if this extension, something like this, okay. But here, this is what I was talking about. The greater the fall, the bigger the comeback. Okay. So we could very well run up something like that and hit and retest, and maybe retest the cloud. So we'll see. But market seems bullish. The money was kind of poured in today after the uncertainty was cleared, but we always got to check VIX, okay? So this is the daily chart. I'm going to zoom in. This is VIX chart. We are hitting this right here, so I'm kind of cautious on that. We could go a little bit lower, in fact, but VIX is on the red cloud, so definitely I'm waiting for a slowdown as I've been talking, but we could very well be very volatile and just go swing sideways and then move up. Eventually, what I think is that March and April, what my time estimation is when the VIX will spike high up to 40 and 50s, but let's just sit on that and wait. That's just an assumption far away. What I am seeing on VIX is that there is still a channel right here. So if we do get a bounce from VIX at 2197, expect a lot of volatility within the next couple weeks. If this comes down to further down to 20 and just moves sideways, that means the market will melt up to 4,000. But if this comes up from this lower channel right here, okay, then you could have a volatile couple weeks, and till the earnings of big tech, and then the markets will resume, which will be healthier. So I don't want the markets to move this fast. When I have a stock that I want to accumulate over time, like PLTR, I don't want the stock to move fast and violently in a day, because it's going to get a sell-off. And I have to cut off my position, which I don't like. So we'll talk about that later. But so for now, what I'm waiting for is that will VIX move down to 20 and just stick sideways, or will the VIX bounce to 27, 28 area? Again, if we check back the E-minis, that it did hit the extension from this pattern right here. So it did hit this extension and kind of stopped. So I want to see if we're going to drop to 371 to 374 on SPY to get a bounce from the 20 moving day average. I don't see any news that could cause the drop. So I believe that SPY is just going to continue until it hits the 4,000. Okay? That's my perspective, but I think it's not healthy, and we're going to get a huge downfall for that. Okay? So don't get scared if the markets fall. That's an opportunity for you to get in. That's why you always have some cash on the side to average down or accumulate more. So that's your decision. I'm not an advisor. I'm just giving chart readings here and teaching how I read stuff. Okay. So that's VIX and E-mini. I want to move fast today because there's lots to cover. We'll go ahead and do Apple. I did see a bullish, and as I said that I was expecting Apple to drop. However, I'm bullish on it. It's because it was flagging. So it broke the flag, kind of got stuck right on the 131.12 area, which I was expecting. A little bit move higher on a Friday to 132.93 was our target. So let's see how that happens, if it happens or not. Again, the 20-day moving average will be our support from now on, which is about 129 area. Okay? So expect this 129 area to be supportive. Okay? Apple, again, I don't want it to move up fast before the earnings. I'll rather have it stick around 130s until then. So we'll see some volatility in Apple. Okay? Large cap, large tech stocks, we'll probably see up and down, but if we zoom out, this is a nice flag and it might just push up. So if you get the February's or March calls, I would probably do 150. That would be my choice. Okay? So let's delete this fib. If I can select and delete it. Okay. This is actually better, and let's delete this ascending trend. So this flag has been broken. Okay. Let's declare our next couple targets here. So the target, I said 150 on my, as I've explained many times before, that when you get I'm not like, I don't have like 40 years experience or anything, but when you play around with charts so much that you barely have to do fibs, because I said for March, my target, I would probably do 150. I was $1.51 short. So that's what I exactly mean. Just looking at these charts and reading, anybody, it doesn't matter how, if you're a college graduate or a high school graduate, doesn't matter if you're doing business major or tech major or culinary arts, doesn't matter what your background is. If you work on these charts a lot for like 5 years or so, your eyes just can guess where it's going to go. Okay? And 150 was my target, but Again, the highest extension would be 151. Okay, so let's see what happens. Let's draw the box. I said March around here, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, let's draw and we'll see what happens. Okay, kind of put it to close to 150 because that's where I thought it would go. All right, Apple, bullish on it, broke the flag that we were mentioning. I thought that if it were to come down a little more, even 124, I would have been happy, but right now it broke out, so we're going to see maybe another retest to 128, 129 area. That's fine, it's still bullish. Okay? Next, NIO. I talked about it. I said the indicators say it's bullish, but the political drama is just giving me a nervous breakdown. I don't own the stock. I don't know why I'm getting nervous, but my target is right now, and somebody had asked me this, is 59.4. So if it goes to 60 even, that's fine. But definitely a W formation with a flag. This is a major, major bullish sign. Got a very nice clear support on the cloud top. I was expecting something like this on Apple, but Apple tend to break out. It didn't go as far as down as much as I thought it would. Broke out. So we'll definitely see something like this on Apple too. Just move up, flag, and then move up higher to the next extension. If you're going for very, very long, near 70 bucks would be the second ideal target. But again, the China drama and everything else, I don't know how that's going to end up for NIO. But technically, just if this wasn't like a China stock, just U.S. stock, this is definitely going to 59 and then eventually $70. Okay. Next stock is Moderna. We talked about it. I said it could get stalled right on the fib of 120. I said 120 would be an ideal target that you would sell for the short term, and it did reach there. Yesterday's right on this borderline of the cloud. That's where it kind of got stuck. I'm still leaning bullish, but I said just give it a time. This is a long-term investment in my eyes. Like, it's not like one of those Russell stocks that could move up 10, 15. It does on a news perspective, but as a sector wise, you still have to. MACD is still rolling over. Stochastics is ready. RSI is still chilling out. So just give it some time. Let it rest. Eventually, it'll reach 137 area, and then my target is 214 on this one. Long term. Okay. Blink, an interesting name that keeps getting lots and lots of technical support. I did mention yesterday that this pitchfork is pretty supportive, so it got a support, broke out, came back, closed near the 161.8 extension. Again, I said look for support around 40, so that's where it's getting support. So this is a bullish sign. Stochastics looks turning around. MACD is still chilling at overbought. RSI is good, so it's still bullish on this name. Clear breakout. It could get very well up to $56, and we'll reevaluate after that. Okay. Next stock is Nndm. Again, another great day for Nndm, and I said I love how bullish it looked. Again, another name, triple D, 3D, moved a lot higher, of course, so it might have helped Nndm kind of sticking in the same sector, not the same business, but again, sectors follow each other, kind of like plug and FSL. Here, clear breakout. I said I loved it. I said don't chase the first breakout. Let's see if that comes true. Let's see if it gets a retest. But I really, really liked the chart yesterday, and I am still liking the chart. There's nothing wrong about it. This is a bullish chart. Let's give some targets on this one. Let's do an auto zoom. I don't know if I can draw a pitchfork on this one. Let's take a look. Looks close enough. So target would be here, and then also I'm just doing it very quickly. I'll fix this chart afterwards, but actually Okay, let's do this. I do have to fix it. And it's not like very precise. I just drew it very quickly. Let's draw 2 targets on this. Okay. First target, definitely it's going to retest all-time highs. 1015 is my target on this one. Might do a quick comeback and get a support at 950 or even lower channel here at 850. Doesn't matter. Long-term target on this one is 14 bucks, 15, close to it. Okay? So that is Nndm. Pretty bullish, hot stock. Probably a lot of shorts on it too, so it just keeps up the gas. Puts more wood in the fire, so it's probably going to go up to 15 bucks eventually. CVAC. I saw this chart today. I really liked it, and I missed it. There's a clear support. I don't know how I missed this chart. I feel bad, but it did get a pretty good resistance, and I believe this is what PLTR will do. We'll get to the chart eventually. But the curling down 20 MA is clear rejection here. Might fill the gap around 91 area, 90, 92, doesn't matter. I think 90, 93 is a good support for this one. I love the internals on this. RSI is going up. Stochastics turned around. MACD is about to cross over. It can't get any better than this. Okay? It can't get any better than this. Very nice looking chart. According to the pitchfork, let's draw a support box too. Right around here, just filling the gap. If it gets a bounce, I'd probably, I like it around here, 91, 92. If it does come back, and it does look like it's going to come back, clear rejection, and then probably move up. My first target on this one on the fib was between anywhere from 132 to 144, let's say 145, and eventually let's draw another target here is, oh, couldn't draw it. And usually what people prefer is that they'll go like this. You get to the bottom of the pitchfork. And I don't usually do this because usually wherever this meets, it's usually the 100% on the fib, almost 99% of the time. So I don't usually do that, but just to give you, people do this for a time estimation. I don't really like to give stocks time because I don't do options anyways. Very seldomly I do options on Apple, but so here, there you go, 185 would be the long-term target. According to the pitchfork theory, February 15th, 16th, around there, that's when it would get there. But I don't like to give time estimations. So let's see if we get a support down here, and then you can stick long until 185. Okay. Let's take a look at the next Uber. I'm just showing you this because we were spot on. I mean, I guess by now, that if you were following me by now, you know how the technicals work. It's not my technicals, it's just how the stock market technicals work. Look at this. We were spot on. Okay. Now, does that mean that it's going to stop and come back? Well, it could retrace. That's fine. And where it could go is this. So if we get a fall down here, and I usually, I mean, this is like a cheaper way of doing it, actually. Let me do this. Let's take some noise out from here. Okay. Let's do this. Usually, if it comes back, it'll probably come back to 53. That's fine. I'm not saying it would, but one way of figuring out how far something can retrace, just drawing a simple Fibonacci. And it usually does come back to the 50%. Now, a severe fall to 52 would be news-related, so 53 would be news-related. Okay, I'm not going to go and say it's going to come back to 53 because I think this bullish move is a really strong candle here. And as you can see, we get a strong candle like this. It might continue. It did continue above the 20-day moving average, so that's one factor why it had the second day. But if you look here, we get a strong body here, candle, and then a quick retrace and testing the 20-day moving average. I believe that if we do get a pullback, we probably come back to 54.88 or 53.98, so 54 bucks. But we were spot on with this one. Okay, so congratulate ourselves on that. That was pretty cool. Okay, let's delete all this. All of this. Now we will redraw our next target. Let's do an auto zoom. So let's delete all of this too. We were spot on. I caught this on Twitter. I posted it as soon as I saw it, and I said that it would pull back to where it did. I said eventually it'll get there, and it did. It's not because I say it so. It's because what the technicals are telling us. Okay. Now what's going to happen next? I like this right here. Okay, $60 our target, next target. So anywhere from here. I like Uber, but it needs a retracement. Okay, it needs to come back a little, and eventually, maybe by earnings or something, it'll get to 60 bucks. Okay, Tesla. We said it is on a ludicrous mode. If you guys have used Tesla or owned Tesla or seen videos, you know what that is. I did mention that it's on a ludicrous mode and it probably gets to $80 very soon. And only Tesla and Tesla could do that. It hit it way, way before than I thought it would. Now we're blown off this pitchfork, which I don't like. It is on a very extended move. And I believe that it'll probably still continue. It'll probably continue till $1,000 bucks. Okay. Technicals at one point on Tesla, I don't think it's going to work anymore. This is something that will just keep on burning shorts. People just don't understand and keep shorting. If I were to draw an extension, I would say I'd go back here. So first target would be 884 then. I don't know after hours. What happens after hours is 832. Okay. So I don't know what that move was about, but that would be my target, 884 for Tesla. Okay. But we are overextended. Tesla just keeps moving up, so it doesn't really care. We'll delete this. So Tesla doesn't really care what technicals say. Just keeps on moving. Okay, so very good. If you're a Tesla owner, that was amazing. Now, there's a lot of stocks out there that I want to review, but I want to keep this short. Last thing I want to review is Excel. So there's Helion and other companies out there. I kind of like the business that Excel does better. Just fits. I don't know. It just makes better sense for me as an investor to put money on Excel than Helion. I'm not bashing Helion, but I kind of like this company better. Let's do 30 hours. Since this is a pretty new IPO, well, it's not an IPO. I think it was a SPAC or something. But let's go ahead and do 4 hours. Looks better. Very nice. Right off the 20-day moving average on the 4 hours. As you can see clearly that the downtrend is broken. Did a round bottom has round off, and it's taking off. Okay. I like the chart on the hourly because we can get a, what happened here? Sorry. I like the chart on the hourly because we can see Ichimoku cloud on it, which is something that I use very often. So we broke out. We might extend even higher, come back to retest it, and I think that's where the buying opportunity would come next. Had a pretty good day, 10% day today. Do I think it's going to continue? Yeah, it's going to continue, but if I were to get in this, I'd probably be a long-term investor rather than trading the name. But again, who knows what the market will do? SPY is going crazy, and we might just keep on going till the 20th. My short-term target is 23 on this one, so let's delete the old and let's keep this. So very nice support on the 61.78. Probably stopped at the 78.6. Let's take a look. Yeah, closed right on the 78.6 fib level, which is not surprising. So it's moving technical. I believe that short-term target is 23, but you should look for a bounce. You should look for a retest of 20 MA. Okay, so 20 MA curls up, probably tests it, and then moves up next. Okay, so I like this company. Pretty bullish on it. I think it will probably test new all-time highs. Oh, I forgot. LAZR, LAZR. I saw this and I posted it on Twitter. I love the chart. Luminar looks really nice. Okay. Kind of did a breakout, but I don't like to buy the first breakout, so let it go to 34. Doesn't matter. Let it come back to you and then buy it. Target for this one is anywhere from $38 to $42. We'll reevaluate after that, which I believe it'll probably test this high right here, 39.64. Okay. A lot of shorts on this one. I think the company has very low float of shares, so expect this to bounce really hard. Okay. Now let's delete this one. I believe the new extension would be this. Yeah, I said 39 something, right? So that let's fix this box. So don't be surprised if we hit that 39 area, which is sitting right on top of here, 39.72. Expect a pretty good sharp run up here. Long-term target is 46 on this, which is again the all-time high, close to the all-time highs. Okay. Looks very similar to the Palantir's triangle here. So next stock is Palantir. This is our final review for the day. And it's no matter how short I'm trying to keep the reviews, I can't even go underneath 20 minutes. I don't know how that happens. So let's go ahead and evaluate what Palantir is doing and then end our review. Pretty expected move out here, and I've been saying this on Twitter and so many other places, that the 2507 is very critical for two things. We saw a heavy boatload of buying on that price range, 2505, I think, and I was pretty surprised that it fell down to 2250. And now that this is our last I think before, yeah, December 30th, last trading day of the year, I think we're going to push up. That's a pretty good resistance. I believe that tomorrow, if we hit 2612, which will not be conservative, and which would look like the, oh, I forgot I was going to review MGNI. I'll do that tomorrow, but it looks pretty much like how CVAC, how it hit and just came back. So we might see something similar to that. But once we do cross over, it's going to support like this. So once we cross over this $26, it'll be a nice support after that. My biggest target is that we need to break this downtrend, or the triangle here. Okay, so we need to break above. So I'll tell you where our resistance is: 2615, 2610, around there, 2612 to be exact, but the moving average is not constant, so it'll change. 2610, let's say that. And one of the biggest resistance here is 2766. Let's take a look at the hourly chart, which I have been technically measuring and watching the stock with the hourly chart. As you can see, clear resistance. Okay, I thought that this would be a resistance, blew up, came back, pretty good area for the support. The 20-day is 20-day moving average is crossing the 100 moving day average, which is a very good sign right here. The 50 is also moving up. This stock is going to turn bullish, very bullish on it. Again, one of the areas we need to watch and break above for the new all-time highs is 2766. So let's draw a box here. I don't know why I deleted it. I probably drew it before. So this is my target. I don't like to give time ranges because the stock market just moves up and down crazily. I don't think Palantir moved 5% or 6% today because of its own fundamentals. It moved with the market, be honest with that, but is it helping the technicals? Yeah. It completely turned around how the stock was going. This is a beauty, and it looks like it wants to form a cup and handle. So my guess is that it'll just curl up hit here or the 60 fib. Let's actually fix this. So that would be our target. So what it's probably going to do is come back, resistance, just move up and hit here and do a cup and handle and move up. Okay. Long-term target on this one is pretty much $44 area. However, why do I have to, let's do this one. Let's delete this one. I'm going to reevaluate my extensions. Let me see where this is a better extension. Yeah. So where's 161 sitting? Yep. $39 for the longer term target. Again, this could change because I don't know if the market is going to crash at 4,000 or not. I believe that if SPY hits 4,000, we might get to $39 or even $49. Okay, that's our target, but I don't want to guess numbers and pump up the stock or something, or look like I'm pumping up the stock. I'm not. I'm just approaching it very technically, a little bit emotionally, because and another thing is that for my strategy had changed a little. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to accumulate Palantir on the Journey account, probably for longer than a year. So I'm not going to buy and sell and tell you guys I bought this, I sold this kind of thing. I'll probably give you guys a technical analysis on the stocks, but I'm probably keeping this long term. Okay. So just to give you an example, Plug, I bought it 2013 around $1.20, $1.24 I think to be exact. It went up to like $11.70. Which I didn't sell, and then it crashed thanks to Andrew left. I probably sold it around like $9 that day. And then eventually, if I was thinking about it, like if I just kept accumulating that stock for years, probably would have been a millionaire, hit like $46 today. I didn't see very potential in the company anyways. It's just doing like forklift, clean energy forklifts and so forth. I don't know if they got into trucking business. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing so far because I've stopped following them after 2013. But this company has a potential, so I'm just going to keep on accumulating with the side money I have. Initially, I did say that I'm not going to accumulate, but change my strategy on it. I'm just going to stick with this long term and keep on accumulating. Any downtrend given is a gift for me, so I don't mind. But I hope it just goes up for the long term investors that I put, that have different mentality. They probably put like 100,000 or something. So I wish that stock keeps on going, but I'd rather buy it cheaper than higher. So let's see what happens. But that's it for the day, guys. Have a nice, wonderful day. Enjoy the market till it lasts. See you all tomorrow.